Sunday on EA Sports. It's Week 16 of the NFL on EA Sports. It's the Tennessee Titans taking on the Carolina Panthers.
It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. It is Week 16 in the NFL, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Carolina Panthers taking on the Tennessee Titans. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. Charles, we take a look at this Titan Ball Club entering play. They've been playing their best football of the year, winners of 4 in a row. On the other side of the field for the visiting Panthers, they've come in on a nice run of recent form, 4 wins out of 5.
And if you look back to last week, it was all about their defense. Anytime you hold an NFL team to single digits, that's saying something.
And we will not get a run back here to start. It's a touchback, and it will come out to the 25. So here are the Panthers now for their opening drive. And a glance here at their quarterback, standing 6'3".
And you and I both know that any win is a good win, and that's what they did last week. But there's also plenty for him to work on in his game, wasn't there?
Yeah.
2 touchdowns, an interception. Yeah, you know, he wants to increase that a little bit in terms of ratio. But first and foremost, they did win the game.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. It's caught. Beckham. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. To throw is Green. To throw on second down. And that one going to be off target and incomplete. You talk about this Titan defense. They enter this one down in the 26th position in the NFL against the run.
And stopping the run, that's been an issue for them all season long. Aren't you glad that you're not coaching the defense right now?
I'm very glad. They said that they've seen it in doses, but very, very small doses.
Yeah, you've got to be consistent. It's down in and down out, being able to play it, understand what you have to get done, and finally stop some people, put them on the ground.
I think that we all figured when he caught it that short of the marker that the defense almost relaxed and said, we got this covered. And then all of a sudden, space to run after the catch. And now they're screaming, somebody get him down. Fortunately, they got to him and forced the 4th down.
Here's the Panthers punter now. He'll kick it away after a 3-and-out on the opening drive of the game. And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And it'll be Titan football. So here are the Titans now for their first drive. And leading them out is their 5th-year quarterback.
I tell you what, when he is on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice because you've got to stay alert back there on every snap. A truly powerful arm, one that's capable of challenging any level of the defense on any given play. That's why so many scouts preach arm talent when preparing for the NFL draft. A quarterback with arm strength to make every throw in the book, he's an asset to have in any offense.
Yeah, he did not want to go down there as he carries tacklers for a solid gain of 9. We take a look at his numbers on the ground last week. Pretty good as he found himself in the end zone on 2 separate occasions.
And those are the most important numbers because no matter what you pile up prior to the goal line, getting in is all that matters. Putting those numbers up on the board, and they love them when they're 6s.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. He has been nearly impossible to throw on all year long. If it was me, I'd say he could go ahead and book that trip to the NFL Awards show in February. He's going to be Defensive Player of the Year, I think. What do you think?
I would agree with you, and the reason why, because he takes the ball away, because he gets to the football. The only way a defensive back ever wins this award is because they have a number of interceptions, takeaways, knockdowns, all that. Add it all together, he's created a lot of big plays.
And he will have a Titans first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And that's well executed there on third down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
Now a play fake here on first down. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he's brought down. Another first down as he went right back to the same well, this time for 17 yards.
But from their point of view, this game could not be starting out much better, could it? Force a punt on defense, and now they're moving it crisply on offense.
Crisply, I like that.
Like that?
Yeah, moving it very, very well. Looks like the defense on their heels a little bit. You put a score in here, long way to go, but you're right, that's a heck of a start.
Yeah, and I think this is where the play caller is looking at his play sheet and saying, do I have that dagger play? Do I have that play and just finish them off right now? Because I think they'd love to gain that big advantage early.
There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. Again, he'll drop to throw. That's complete to Traylon Burks. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Back to throw again. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. On second down, it's Griffin. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up. Well, this defense for the Panthers, they were very good last week in the win over New Orleans.
Yeah, they held them to just 7 points, and if you rewatch the game tape, and I did multiple times, it was amazing to me that the other guys even got 7. They were absolutely dominating on that side of the football.
This will be play number 9 of the drive here as they need 4 yards on third down. Back to throw. Roberts got his man complete over the middle. Have a Titans first down as they convert on 3rd and 3 with a nice gain of 7 yards.
They've been moving the ball well, but this drive was in danger of stalling out. Fortunately, this is a nice throw here, and they're able to pick up a new set of downs.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Now a handoff up the middle. Griffin. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Roberts. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. And the Titans are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. They'll try to run this one in. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal. He'll try again. And good work there defensively as they're able to keep him out of the end zone. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. They'll try and pick it up by running the option to the right. And he will take this one in for a Titans touchdown. It's their quarterback scoring on the 2-yard keeper. And the Titans get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Well, these guys have won 3 straight ball games and another good start to this one out to the 6-0 lead.
And I've talked with so many different coaches, as have you, along the way, and they always talk about winning streaks and the mood of a team and how much easier it is to actually prepare during that time. Guys are sharp, guys are focused, everyone's feeling good, and we're seeing it early in this one.
Now for the point after. And this is good. Our score, 7-0 Tennessee. That one was an extended drive, 14 plays all told. And it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. The Panthers coming back out onto the field for their second drive. And a 3-and-out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out with a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive?
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go. And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
He's brought down at the 42-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
On the ground, here's Richardson again. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40.
Number 33.
To throw is Green on 1st and 10. And his throw here is going to be incomplete. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he will be out of bounds here on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Panther football to start quarter number 2 as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Richardson. He'll get this down to the 21, just on the edge of the red zone. 2nd and 7. Now it's Richardson. And he is going to get this close to the first down markers. He's brought down at the Titans' 15-yard line. This will be the 8th play of the drive, and it's 3rd and inches. Looking to throw. Green working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Give him 7 yards on the play as they do pick up the 3rd down conversion.
This offense is starting to get into rhythm. A nice quick throw there on target, able to pick up another first down.
Here's Richardson. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. 3 tight ends up front here. 3rd and goal. And they'll run again. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. A great play there. His 3rd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Panthers are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Everybody in the stadium knew what they were going to do right there, CD. 3 tight ends on the field, all that extra bulk, and they run it in.
And you saw where that one went, right? You run it over your best blocker. I can just see the head coach right now. I want to run this one over the big boy. And they got it done.
A try here for the extra point. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. So that one a long 11-play drive, and it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble, bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27. The Titans coming back onto the field for their 2nd drive. So, Charles, the season winding down, the playoffs obviously not in their future. As they look ahead to the offseason, what spots do they maybe need to fill?
Well, I think that they like the guy who's calling the plays and throwing the ball. I think that he's a pretty good player. Needs some help, I think, on the perimeter, though. Help him out with receivers because I think if he gets an upgrade there, his play gets that much better, too.
10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a 1st down. A perfect example right there, Charles, of why they love this rookie runner.
And think about how the NFL and the college games are meshing together more and more. You don't have to go to the NFL and learn a new set of skills. What you did in college often makes you ready for the NFL.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Operating from the gun, Roberts. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That's a 1st down pickup for Tennessee on a gain of 10. Back to throw. Roberts. Griffin's got it, middle of the field. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
The Titans on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. And he will have a 1st down here at about the 40.
Well, that was big right there because they're in the bottom 5 in the league and converting on 3rd down. They needed that pickup in a big way.
There were 2 things they said they wanted to win in this game. One, the turnover battle, and the second, 3rd down conversions. So they got one there. Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Able to find Gray here. That one good for 7 as this long drive continues, and the chains move again. They go play action here on 1st down. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Powerful running. And the Panthers are going to take over at their own 11-yard line. Before we came up to the booth, last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
On the handoff, they start with Richardson. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. They'll come up 2nd and 7. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Richardson. And he stopped immediately there. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. So a change of possession here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. Here's Tennessee ready to begin this drive offensively. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive, in particular if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to want to look to hit a couple shorter passes and get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
Roberts to throw on 3rd down. And he's got his man in stride, complete. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. There, this punt will go out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25, and it will. Right at the 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. The Panthers about ready to take over. And with still more than a minute to go in the half, time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. First down now, but that clock rolling. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. And here's Green throwing on 1st down. Complete. Richardson has it. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. Over the middle here to Donnell. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
And here's Green on 1st down. Quickly into the hands of Beckham. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. From the left hash mark, this a 43-yard attempt. And his kick is indeed good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. Well, a close game like this, obviously you want the touchdown, but certainly they will take the 3.
And they'll be okay with that, but let's throw a little credit to the defense as well. And I'm just glad this doesn't come down to a debate, right? Which side won, partner? Because the defense, hey, we didn't give up a touchdown. The offense, hey, we put 3 on the board. Either way you look at it, I think both sides gained something out of that drive.
All that remains is to snap this once, and that'll do it for the first half of play. So we come upon halftime intermission here with the visiting Panthers taking the lead to the locker room. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. The weather might be cold, but the playoff races are heating up here on this final Sunday before Christmas. So let's get to it. We'll get started out in Texas, NRG Stadium in Houston. And it's the Saints who are out in front. Justin Herbert has thrown a touchdown pass. From there, we head north to Minnesota. Check on the Vikings at home at US Bank Stadium. And they have the lead in that one over the visiting Raiders. Justin Jefferson, 2 touchdown catches on the afternoon. Lastly, we head to the Gulf Coast and check on the Bucs at home in Tampa. And you can see there is the visiting Colts who have the lead in that one. The Colts locked in a tight one, but this is a game you feel they've got to have.
Okay, Coach, yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. And no run back here as the third quarter will commence with a touchback. The Titans getting set to go here to begin the third quarter. It's been a tight game to this point. What do they need to do, Charles, to break through in the second half and take the lead?
Well, I think the first thing they need to do is thank their defense for keeping them in this game. And, you know, I think the defense is saying back to them, why don't you guys focus on getting some first downs, put some drives together, give us a little bit of a break here. If we can get some rest, we'll play even better for you. And, oh, by the way, pay off a few of those drives with some points, too.
It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that'll bring up second down.
And he's the epitome of what we call the move tight end, a guy that you can line up anywhere, in the slot, out wide, in tight, doesn't really matter because he has such great skills. You want to utilize him in all aspects of your passing offense.
And there he was in the slot for the catch. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. He'll keep it himself. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. And not a lot of success to be found there.
Oh, you got that right, partner, because if you're trying to make guys miss about 10 yards or so downfield, that's a pretty good play. But if you've got to do it in your own backfield, I consider that a problem. That doesn't work too well.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Looking to throw. Roberts. And this pass caught by Gray. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. This now a 3rd and 4. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. That is caught, and he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. That'll go as a pickup of 8.
That's a pretty good throw on the curl route there. 3rd down, and they pick up a first.
Defense should be aware for that, right?
They should be aware, but it was so hard sometimes.
Yeah, it's not easy.
Because when they sell that route really well, you think they're going upfield, then they curl back, show their numbers to the quarterback, and complete the play.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10. Up the middle they go. It's Griffin. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7. Back to throw. Roberts.
He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
On now is the Titans punter, as he'll kick it away for the second time. And now where will the side judge stop his walk? That's the question. He says it crossed out of bounds at about the 17-yard line. The Panthers offense now, they head back on the field for their first possession of the second half.
Now this game, it has obviously been all about the defense on both sides of the football. Which offense is going to break through here? We'll see if they can do it on this drive.
Now Green throwing to start the drive. They'll give him a yard on the play. And it'll make it second down. They'll try the left side. It's Richardson. Only gets 3 yards there on the heels of the 1-yard pickup. Sets up 3rd and 6. Looking to throw. Green.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Back to throw. Green. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45. Looking to throw. Green. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Touchdown, Carolina. A great effort there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Charles, that was a heck of a play.
It truly was, because when he made that catch, he had to shake through some people, right? So that play, to me, a highlight film that should be accompanied by bass music, right? I mean, boom, 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 and he finds his way to the end zone. Terrific play.
Extra point attempt to follow here. It's good to make it 17-7. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And the end result, a Panthers touchdown. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. They trail by 10, 17-7 as they come up on a 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Roberts, and it's incomplete. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. To throw again. Roberts toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Back to throw. Roberts. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And a good tackle there right around the 30. Stops him short of the 1st down. So the completion good for 6 yards. And that'll bring up 4th down. On now is the Titans punter as he's on to kick it away. Fielded at the 20.
A very good punt, but a 16-yard return. And it will be the Panthers' ball, 1st and 10. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. The last time out, they had to march almost the full length of the field for their touchdown. So here, much easier, Charles, with this better starting field position.
I love your sarcasm, but I love even more your observation because, look, what they did last time out, now with a shorter field, they should have a lot of confidence that they're going to put more points up on the board.
From the 41, here's 2nd down and 5. Looking to throw. Green. That's going to be caught by Richardson. A solid stiff arm. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 19 yards there on the catch and run. Green now on 1st and 10. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. From the 32-yard line now, here's 2nd and a yard. Now a handoff up the middle. Richardson. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. 41 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
Brandon, I think you and I were both raised the same way in the game of football. You run to set up the pass, but I think we've discovered in this NFL, a lot of teams pass to set up the run. And that's what they've done throughout this game. They've aired it out, thrown it around the yard. Now they've come back to the running game, and they find a way to be successful with it.
19 Tiger.
Green throwing on 1st down. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And it's 2nd down. Back to throw. Green over the middle. That's caught by Chase. Touchdown, Panthers. Jamar Chase, a 16-yard touchdown. And the Panthers are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the 3rd quarter.
Not only pulling away, you mentioned that slowly but surely, you also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
Extra point right down the middle. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And Charles, a very uninspired effort. The last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
1 quarter remains here in Week 16. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. From the 25, here's a 2nd and 8. Looking to throw. Roberts. Finding Gray on the out route. And they're able to get this one across the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Back to throw. Roberts. Over the middle, it's complete. Call it a gain of 6 on the play.
And it'll be second down. Looking to throw. Roberts. Man open is Robinson. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Back to throw. Roberts. He finds his man. Complete. It's Gray. That'll give him 8 that time. And it's 3rd and 4 now. They'll look to throw again. And a catch right side by Evans. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 29-yard line. He got 29 yards that time.
They should put the coverage guys in a stress on that one. They thought they were going deep. Ends up curling inside for a nice chunk of yardage.
So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 as they're down to the 29-yard line. Looking to throw. Roberts over the middle, complete. That's Pearson. And that's good for a gain of 6. And that will bring up 2nd down. Back to throw. Roberts looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Griffin. So he'll be stopped here for no gain. And that'll bring us to a 3rd and 4. Looking to throw. Roberts.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will have a Titans first down by about a yard as they find a way to convert there on 3rd down and 5.
That's not the first time they've looked his way when they've needed a big play. He's been the go-to guy all game long. And they get the hook up again on 3rd down to keep this drive alive.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
Up the middle they go. Griffin. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15. A gain of 3.
Here's 2nd and 7.
Back to throw. Roberts.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down.
He completes it to Evans.
Maybe by about a yard, if that.
It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Now stopped him in his tracks. A field goal does you no good, so they're going to stay out there and go for it on 4th. They'll try and run for it. And, boy, this is going to be close. That mark looks a little short, and he didn't get there. Well, they got the ball already. They're not going to risk the yardage and running another 4th down. They decline it.
And what was that they taught you in law school, that possession is 9/10 of the law?
I didn't go to law school.
Oh, you didn't? I thought you did. Well, I'm going to give that to you anyway. Possession is 9/10 of the law, and it's 9/10 of this game, too. Having the football counts.
You're so litigious. And he'll take this one only up to about his 13-yard line. The offense on 3rd down, they've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Operating from the gun. Green.
Crossing the field, Beckham makes the catch.
And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. 23 yards, the final tally.
The passing game continues to be their friend. Even with a stable lead here in the 4th, Charles, they're going back to that well.
Yeah, with their overall philosophy, you know that they trust their quarterback. He's been able to throw it well. They continue to throw these safe passes. Who can blame them?
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now a handoff up the middle. It's Richardson, and he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
First down, Panthers.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on first down. Now they show jet sweep, but instead a run up the middle here. And this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Second down and a little more than a yard here.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up second and a yard at the 44.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Richardson, and he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. 4 yards the pickup, first down. Now a handoff running through the middle. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up second and 5. So this one is over. A victory for Carolina.
Well, on one side of this, Charles, an impressive victory. On the other, I mean, you think about it, they scored in the first quarter, but then they didn't score in quarters 2, 3, or 4. They're going to have a lot of work to do before stepping back on the field.
Yeah, it'll be an interesting tape to analyze, won't it? Because why did it work in the first quarter, but nothing in quarters 2, 3, and 4? So we always talk about adjustments. You don't just wait till halftime. You do it series to series. They'll be working on that in preparation for their next game.
So for the Panthers, the wins keep coming as this one moves them to 12-3 on the year. And they'll get another road test next week as they have to go to New Orleans to take on the Saints. Meanwhile, for Tennessee, they're guaranteed now a sub-500 season as they fall to 6-9. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.